Hello, everyone. So welcome to the review. I'm Shane. I will be discussing about the Carryman lessons. So in this lecture, you are going to learn about the rules and regulations about sa driving, sa pagkuha ng license. So, this is the first stage of your process sa pagkuha ng license. Yung carryman is the first stage. So, the stage 2 is sa honman. So, ibang videos din naman yun ang papanoorin after na matapos yung driving. So, to start, please always refer to your books. Kapag may mga questions, pwedeng i-check sa libro or you can message me anytime. So, let's start with the lesson 1. This one is, first pala yung types of vehicles. So, may tinatawag tayo na mga types ng vehicles. So, when we say automobiles, eto silang lahat from motorcycle to large size vehicles, mga trucks, large trucks, automobiles, yan siya belong. So, may moped and light vehicles. Moped is yung mga scooter or motorized bicycle. So, yan siya ang other term ng moped. Ito silang dalawa ay mga um, vehicles na 50 cc or 50 yung engine displacement or yung laki ng makina is 50 cc or less. So kasama dyan etong special light equipment. Kapag may light siya na babanggitin na term, it's automatically mga maliliit na sasakyan. So hindi sila yung mga regular na sasakyan. And also, streetcar. Streetcar is yung tram, yung parang monorail. Para siyang bus na train na dumadaan siya or dun siya dumadaan sa mismong road kung saan dumadaan ang mga sasakyan. So, I will discuss this more kapag sasagot na tayo ng module. So, next is the lesson 1, yung about basic driving information. So, may mga topics ako na skip because hindi siya gaanong lumalabas sa test, pero kailangan nyo siyang basahin for additional information and always check lang sa book. So, here naman yung about the driving information about the rules in driving. So, it is important na mag-give and take kapag nagda-drive sa road. Meaning, hindi lang sa mga vehicles, kasama na din dyan yung mga pedestrians, bicycle, yan siya. And then, the use of child seat is only for children under 6 years old. So, ang magcha-child seat lang yung mga 6 years old pababa. So, kapag 7 years old pataas, hindi na sila need mag-child seat. Pero kailangang mag-seatbelt, okay? Drivers should or must wear seatbelts, including passengers. So, lahat ng mga passengers kailangang mag-wear ng seatbelt. However, passengers are not required to wear seatbelts in case may mga illnesses or unavoidable situations. Example, yung pasahero mo is buntis or manganganak or merong mga injury sa body or may disability, pwedeng hindi mag-seatbelt. But the driver should wear seatbelt always. So wala silang exception. Unless magre-reverse ng vehicle. Yun lang. And in case na magkakaroon ng traffic violation or accident, drivers will be responsible sa mga obligations, criminal, administrative, and civil obligations. So, etong tatlong to, this three, depende siya kung ano yung depende sa violation or depende sa accident kung yung tatlong yan ay magiging responsibility ng driver or isa sa kanila, dalawa lang. So, lahat yan siya is the driver's responsibility. Walang responsibility ang mga insurance company, ang nanay mo, tatay mo, kung sino yung driver na nagmamaneho ng vehicle and nakakos ng accident or ng violation, siya ang magiging responsible ng tatlong to. either of these three. Okay, next, there are two types of insurances. Compulsory insurance and optional insurance. Etong compulsory insurance is really need siyang kunin kasi compulsory siya. It means your vehicle kapag mag-undergo ng registration, magpaparehistro ng sasakyan, kailangan bumili or kumuha ng compulsory insurance. Other words, set siya. Parang hindi ma-register ang iyong vehicle if you will not purchase a compulsory insurance. The optional insurance is optional. You can buy it for additional reparations or pwedeng hindi. So, it's up to you if mag-purchase or hindi ng optional insurance. Pero advised pa rin siya na kukunin. So, avoid driving when you are under the influence of alcohol and do not offer alcoholic drinks to someone who might be driving soon. And always follow rules and regulations. So, it's common sense na no. And avoid driving when you are sick or you are not feeling well. Especially when nakainom ng gamot na nakakaantok. Yan siya, avoid driving kasi maaapektuhan yung judgment when driving or hindi physically maayos or better yung katawan. And for two-wheeled vehicles, wear clothing yung pananamit dapat reduces exposure ng skin. So, hindi pa din nakasando, nakaano lang. Kailangan naka full gear, um, as much as possible, merong protective gears and hindi masyadong expose ang large part ng katawan. So, yung explanation dyan is because when accident happen or yan. So, in the event of accident, hindi malubha yung makukuhang injury kasi hindi too much exposure ng skin. Okay, so eto siya, bawal ang high heels, bawal ang slippers. So, ayan siya. Dito, rules yung ating susundin. So, all of the questions sa Karimen is based sa book. So, hindi nyo pwedeng sagutan yung question kasi ang binibase niyo kasi nakikita ko may ganito, may gumagawa na ganito. That is not the rule. That is how people apply uh, kapag may license na sila. But yung exam, yung test is, ang ating ibe-base is yung about the rules na nakalagay sa book. Okay? So, always carry your driver's license, bawal ang copy, and um, if naiwan ang lisensya sa bahay, and then you drive your car, think of it na nagda-drive ka na walang license. So, it's already a violation. Meaning, you are driving without carrying your license. So, if nakalimutan yung lisensya sa bahay, pwedeng mag-stop and call someone na idalahin sa iyo ang lisensya mo. Actually, hindi ko ito tinuturo kasi pwede siyang gawin. But, kapag, syempre, nagda-drive ka na, may license ka na, pwede mong balikan, kunin yung license mo. Pero if we talk about the rule, when you drive na hindi mo talaga dala yung license mo, it's already considered driving without carrying license, kahit hindi ka pa nahuli. So, it's already a violation. Okay? And always keep your certificates and mga insurances na documents inside your car. It is also advisable to keep mga emergency signaling devices in case na may mga breakdown, nasiraan, etc. May magagamit for mga measures na gagawin. And avoid driving using mobile phones. Meaning, nagmamaneho na nagsa-cellphone is bawal. Or, nagmamaneho and then nanonood ng screen. So, or nag-ooperate. So, if in case you want to use your phone or you want to operate the navigation system ng car, kailangan nakastop or nakapark yung car. Okay? So, these are sample test question. Yung answers nito, nandoon sa file na naka-attach sa shared documents. So, check nyo lang siya. Okay. For lesson 2, this is about obeying traffic signals. So, mga signals, traffic signal from page 20 ng book. Okay. So, basically, yung traffic signal is green, yellow, red. Yung tatlong yun. So, kapag green ang traffic light, it means go. You may proceed straight, turn left, or turn right. But, not all vehicles. Okay? Not all vehicles can proceed straight, left, or turn right because may mga kailangang i-consider such as streetcars, mopeds, doing two-step right turn, etc. So, remember that the green traffic light means go, pwede lang mag-proceed if the traffic allows or permit you to proceed. Hindi siya ibig sabihin na pag green, kailangan mo talagang mag-proceed. So, depende siya sa flow ng traffic or depende siya sa mga traffic signs. This traffic sign is called two-step right turn. For moped lang ito siya, yung scooter na 50cc. Meaning, dalawang beses tatawid ang moped kung magto-two-step, kung magra-right turn sila. They need to do the two-step right turn kapag may sign na ito. So, usually sa green na traffic light, yung mga magra-right turn is diretso lang magra-right turn sa intersection. Pag ganun. But, yung moped, kapag may sign na ganito nakalagay dito, hindi sila magda-direct right turn. Instead, tatawid muna sila sa green na traffic light at pag nag-green ang traffic light dito sa kabila, tatawid ulit. Okay? That's why hindi siya applicable to all vehicles na magpo-proceed straight, left, or right. Next is the yellow traffic light. Meron siyang two situations kung ano ang gagawin. First, if you can still stop safely, you must stop before the stop line. Ito yung stop line. Next situation, if you cannot stop safely because you already reached the intersection or you are already beyond the line, lumagpas ka na sa line, tas nag-yellow ang traffic light, you can proceed without stopping. Kung yung term niya is you cannot stop safely, you can proceed without stopping. Pero if you can still stop safely, you should stop. Okay, and then red light, kailangang mag-stop sa stop line. So, vehicles turning right or left may proceed kahit na red ang traffic light to their right or left. Or, let's say, andito ka sa gitna ng intersection, waiting na maka-turn right, tapos marami pang mga sasakyan na nagsistraight. So, kapag inabot ng red, nandito ka sa gitna ng intersection, pwedeng dumiretso na lang sa pag-turn right kasi hindi ka pwedeng mag-stop dyan sa gitna. It is an exception kasi parang walang magagawa kasi wala siyang arrow kapag walang arrow to the right. So, you can proceed kapag mag-change na siya yellow to red kapag nasa gitna ka na ng intersection. And then, next is the green arrow light under the red traffic light. So, green arrow siya, it depends sa direction. Dito is right ang arrow. So, pwede siyang straight, pwede siyang left. Depende kung saang direction siya nakaturo. So, kung saang direction lang nakailaw yung green arrow, doon lang pwedeng mag-proceed. Dito, ang nakailaw is right. So, yung mga magra-right lang ang pwedeng mag-proceed. Bawal ang mag-straight, bawal ang mag-left. Here, sa green na arrow light, vehicles except streetcar. Bawal mag-proceed ang streetcar. And mopeds na magto two-step right turn, hindi susundin ang arrow light. Kasi ang two-step right turn, green traffic light ang susundin, tatawid first, and then pag nag-green dito sa kabila, tatawid ulit. That is the two-step right turn for moped. Okay? Next is the yellow arrow light. So, etong yellow arrow light, streetcars lang ang pwedeng mag-proceed. Automobiles are not allowed to proceed. Dito sa green, automobiles can proceed, streetcars cannot proceed. And also, merong flashing yellow and flashing red. Ito siya, nakikita ito usually mga madaling araw, or yung mga intersection, medyo masisikip na mga road, yung isang bilog lang siya na traffic light, tapos blinking siya. Or flashing yellow. Other term ng yellow is amber. So if may mabasa kayong amber, it is other term for yellow. Then red is red lang. Flashing, meaning hindi siya nagpapalit ng kulay. Nagbiblink lang siya. Zuto na yellow or red. So pag blinking yellow or flashing yellow light, you may proceed with caution or pay attention to other traffic. I want you to check the book sa page 22, yung sa flashing yellow light. Kasi ang nakalagay dyan, if I babasahin ko, you may proceed while exercising due caution with regards to other traffic. Wala siyang nakalagay na slow down, walang nakalagay na stop. So it means, kapag sa question may nabasa kayong slow down while proceeding, tapos flashing yellow, false yung magiging sagot kasi hindi siya nakalagay sa book. It means you can proceed lang with caution. You can continue habang nag-iingat sa paligid. Then, pag flashing red light, stop. You need to stop, then proceed. So, pwedeng dumiretso ka agad as long as nakapag-stop. So, yung term dito na tatandaan, kailangan meron siyang stop na sinabi. Pwedeng hindi niya nasabihin ang proceed or check, sabihin niya, you need to stop on a flashing red light. So, tama siya. Yung term lang na stop is yung important. Next, there are mga signs na medyo confusing kasi similar sila. So, this sign is a left turn permitted sign. On page uh, 26 ng book. So, eto din yung picture. It means that you can turn left, you can proceed turning left even the traffic light is red or yellow. So, pwedeng dumiretso na mag-left turn kapag may sign na left turn permitted. This is a one-way sign. One way is white ang arrow. So, remember, pag white ang arrow, one way. Eto blue arrow, this is not one way. So, yun lang yung iisipin ninyo. Pwede ito siya maging baliktad, ang arrow. So, it depends saan siya pointing sa road. Basta pag white arrow, pag ganito yung itsura niya, is one way. Then, traffic signal or signal light for pedestrians, rather. So, pag green, you can cross the road. Pag red, you should stop. Hindi na magko-cross sa road or hindi pa magko-cross sa road. Pero, kapag flashing green light, usually ginagawa, hinahabol, tumatakbo para makatawid. But actually, the rule is, kapag flashing green light, pedestrians may not start crossing the road. Hindi na dapat magsa-start na tatawid sa road. So, ganito siya. Kapag nandito ka pa at blinking green yung signal, hindi dapat mag-cross sa road. However, if you are already crossing the road, nandito ka na sa gitna, pwedeng dumiretso na lang sa pagtawid. Okay? So, next is about the hand signal for the police officer. Ito siya, medyo confusing siya if hindi ma-explain. Pero, the same sa kulay ng traffic light, yung directions ng vehicles sa direction ng police officer or kung nasa right and left ng police officer or harap at likod. So, yung tatandaan ninyo is the color, the green, yellow, red. Okay? First is front and back, always red traffic light. Yung harap at likod ng police officer, red traffic light ang meaning ng mga sasakyan dyan. Harap at likod. Kahit ano ang maging posisyon ng kamay ng police officer. Next is yung pair na term when it is horizontally ang nakalagay sa book, page 24, for traffic proceeding parallel to the stance of the police officer, this hand signal has the same meaning as green light. So, yung um, parallel to the stance, nakalagay siya for the traffic crossing the path of traffic, for traffic crossing the path of traffic proceeding parallel to the stance of the police officer is green. Yan siya. So, yung parallel, horizontally and parallel is green light. Then front and back is red traffic light. So, yung parallel is yung right and left. Kapag naka-horizontal ang kamay ng police officer, green ang meaning sa right and left ng police officer. It means mag-go sila, magpo-proceed. Kasi green ang meaning. Then, kung galing ng horizontal, itataas ngayon ng police officer ang kamay niya, magiging yellow ang meaning sa right and left ng police officer. So, confusing siya. If you look at me, yung harap ko at likod ko is red. Okay? Kapag nakaganyan yung kamay ko, horizontal. Yung right, yung right and left is gugo kasi green. Green ang meaning. Kapag nakataas ang kamay, is magiging yellow ang right and left. Okay? Ngayon, dito ako haharap sa other side. So, dito naman ang magiging front, tapos ang back ko is dito. So, sila na naman ang magre-red. Dito, yung kanina, sila na naman ang magugo kapag naka-horizontal ang kamay. Pag nakataas ang kamay, magiging yellow. So, kahit saan nakaharap ang police officer, yung front and back niya is always red. Hindi nagbabago ang meaning niya. Always red ang meaning ng front and back ng police officer. Then, page 25, yung sign na ito is the stop line sign. Ito siya, ang stop line. This one is the stop line sign. So, if may nakita na ganitong sign sa road, yan siya ang parang um, pamalit ng stop line kapag may mga road construction or nasa dumadaan kayo sa unpaved road, hindi nakasemento na road, may sign na ganito, diyan kayo hihinto sa tapat ng sign na yan or before the sign. Okay? Then we will proceed to lesson 3. This is about the um, traffic signs and pavement marking. So, if you look at page 30, may nakalagay dyan na diagram. So, meron siyang traffic sign, main signs, auxiliary sign. Ang main traffic signs ay itong apat na to. Regulatory, designation, warning, guidance. Meaning, main traffic sign sila. Etong mga sign na to is main traffic sign. Naiintindihan sila kahit na yan ang sign. Auxiliary sign is not a main traffic sign. Yung auxiliary sign, yung mga kinakabit sa main sign, such as mga arrow, mga kanji sa baba, time, or other signs for additional purposes. Pangdagdag siya ng meaning nung traffic sign, yung main traffic sign. Again, auxiliary sign is not a main traffic sign. So, 5 yung traffic signs, 5 yung traffic signs, but ang main traffic sign is 4 lang. Okay? So, during the lecture, during the module, I will enumerate, isa-isahin kong sasabihin yung mga signs na kailangan yung tandaan so that yun ang magiging focus ninyo sa study. Okay, ano yung mga auxiliary sign? This is sample ng auxiliary sign. Okay, this is the start of traffic regulation. This is the end of traffic regulation. So, meaning kapag ito ang arrow pa right, isa-start niya ang main traffic sign kung ano ang nakalagay dyan. So, sa sample ko dito, speed limit na 50. So, starting here, example, this is the road. Okay? So, from here, pagpasok nyo sa road kung saan may sign na start ng traffic regulation, start dito ang 50. Pagdating dito sa end, hanggang dito yung 50. Tapos, after nyan, pwede nang mag-60. Yan siya ang example ng auxiliary sign. So, yung start at saka yung end. Ito din, auxiliary sign din yan siya. Time. Kung kailan bawal mag-park at bawal mag-stop. Then, sample ng designation sign, proceed only to the directions of the arrow. So, proceed straight and left. So, no right turn or right turn is prohibited. Then, eto, left lang. Bawal mag-straight, bawal mag-right. Okay? So, these are the sample questions for lesson 2 and 3. The answers nasa separate file. I will cut the video. This will be 3 parts. So, the next part will be from lesson 4 and the rest. So, para hindi masyado mahaba ang video. And please finish the video because I will not be discussing anymore the lecture. Hindi ko na isa-isahin yung pag-explain nito kapag sasagot na tayo ng module. So, this will be your recorded na lecture for the Carrymen review test. Okay? See you sa part 2.